Hey guys, it's Jessica Thielen here with you guys today to go over the Maelle compensation program. Please bear with me. I did not take notes on this, but I really want to get it out to you guys so you guys can start understanding the compensation program and where you're going to be in the position that you're going to be in when you first come in and where you want to go to with this compensation program. So I feel that if I don't give you that overview, then you're going to be kind of lost for a while. So I want to make sure that we get everybody on board and so they know kind of where they want to go. And you guys know I'm here for any questions you have and everything like that. You guys will see that behind me I have a whiteboard, which I will be getting out to go more into depth. But for right now, I'm just going to do a quick overview. So let's get started right away. And like I said, I'm going to try not to have too many squirrel moments, but as you guys know, I'm a squirrel. Like I do that a lot. So okay, so here is our compensation program. Let me just tell you a couple little things that I'm very happy about with our compensation program. I've been in this industry for over 26 years, and I can tell you that normally direct selling has normally not such great payout compensation programs compared to network marketing companies. Network marketing companies always pay over about 50%, between 30 and 50% is what they pay out their normal compensation program. And let me just tell you that I was ecstatic when Gordon came up with this compensation program for our direct sales company because it's more of a network marketing compensation program, which is really exciting because that means that you guys are going to actually be making more money than you would if you were in other direct sales industry companies, okay? So the average direct sales industry company pays less than 50% out back to their other revenue back to their affiliates or their customers or their mentors or whatever you want to call them, right? In direct selling. And I will tell you that the old Maelle 1.0, I think they figured it out that it paid about an average of 16%, you guys, which is a little bit lower, but it's about average what the direct sales industry pays out. Network marketing companies actually pay a little bit more. But what I love about our program here is we're looking at about a 67 to 68% payout rate, which is huge in direct sales industry. And it is really good for the network marketing industry too. So we are very comparable to both. Now, some of you are going to go, Jessica, I thought direct sales and network marketing are the same thing. They're not. And the biggest reason was always because of the compensation program. So that's what I love about our vision with Gordon and everything is he's trying to bring in this compensation program that's really fitting for a network marketing company, but put it in for a direct sales company so that we can earn this great income on our consumable products. So we're going to get started right here. Like I said, I'm going to have squirrel moments. You guys know I'm going to do that. But what I love about our compensation program is that Gordon's come up with something that's very modern. It's very simple to understand. And of course, it's very lucrative. And that's really going to be exciting. You guys are going to see that we're going to set the pace for other direct sales companies because they're going to come around, they're going to look at us and go, what are they doing that they're so different that, you know, they're like smashing records and just doing such a great job. How can we model them? And we're going to have a lot of copycats out there, which is great for us, you guys. The reason why it's great for us is because that we can change this industry. And it is more exciting changing a whole industry than to just change one company. And the reason being is, you guys, is because we want people to look at direct selling as a great thing to be a part of. The more people look favorable on direct selling, the more success we're going to have in the long run. Okay, so what I love about our comp plan is a path for anyone. Everyone can take advantage of our compensation program and being a part of Maelle, whether they want to just come in to be a part-time seller or they just want a discount on their products. We have something for everybody. Or if they want to be full-time in, we have something for them too. And that's what I love about our compensation program and our company here is there's a place for everyone where everybody can win. And so we're going to go over that a little bit further here. Here's how we're going to do it though, you guys. We have to make sure that we have luxury beauty products, you guys, which we already have, guys. But here's the thing. Remember, guys, that we have these luxury beauty products. I mean, they are luxury. We have one-of-a-kind products, meaning that we don't just go into a manufacturing site and say, hey, can we have that same mascara that you made for 4 other companies so we can slap our label on it? We don't do that, you guys. We go in and we have unique products. On top of that, Not only because that's why our products sometimes can take a little bit longer to come out with, because we're not just gonna walk in and just do what everybody else is doing, right? We want it to be a little bit special. The other thing is, you guys, is they've done research on our products and they've had studies done on our products, and we are very, very high brand, high in ingredients, high in, you know, what it does for you and everything like that. And here's the thing, you guys, we have very, very fair prices. Are they drugstore prices? Absolutely not. But they are very, very fair in the market, of course. And on top of that, you guys, the market was telling us that we should be charging way more for our products, but we're not. We're keeping it fair price. So for everybody to be able to enjoy these luxury, safe products at a very, very fair price. How else we're going to do it is we're going to make sure that we pay out retail profits, strong retail profits. We want people to make meaningful income, even being in this industry at part-time. So that's how we're going to do it. Is we're going to give you all a lot of payout on, we're going to have a strong retail payout, which is a very, very awesome. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to attract overrides, attractive overrides for our leaders. So if you really, really want to be in this industry where you can actually make a great income, where you can stay and, you know, replace your full-time income, if that's what you want because you want more freedom, whatever, we're going to have that for you guys, which is just so exciting. This screen is really going over about the industry as a whole right now and what it looks like. I don't know if you guys know, but 1 out of 6 distributors earn less than $10,000 annually in network marketing and direct selling. 1 out of 6, you guys. This is in network marketing, actually. Now, I was kind of surprised by these numbers because honestly, like, I've been in the industry for a long time. I used to make 6 figures a year. I find that very odd, but then I look at it and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, there's a lot of people that come in that don't ever make a dime, you guys. So here's the thing. We're trying to disrupt the common or the norm and make it so that everybody can make some extra income. Now, 50% of the respondents reported annual gross income from direct selling of less than $2,000, guys, a year. $2,000. So 50% of the people that are in direct sales companies, not network marketing, but direct sales companies, they make less than $2,000 a year. We have got to change that, guys. There is not a wonder why sometimes people frown down on direct selling, because they're like, oh my goodness, I want to make money and I got into this direct sales company and I didn't make a dime. We want to change that. We want to disrupt that pattern. So also, this is I know this is a fact. Approximately 80% of all distributors will never build an organization. Here's the thing about the comp plans, you guys. Majority of the direct sales comp plans are always based on getting distributors. So is network marketing's comp plans. Majority of them are based on getting distributors. You have to get affiliates or distributors or mentors or whatever you want to call them, right? And the thing is that majority of your people out there will not recruit a soul. They don't want to recruit. They don't feel comfortable recruiting. They would just rather sell the products. The problem is most of them compensation programs, they don't let you make a lot of money and get that freedom unless you do recruit, okay? So knowing that approximately 80% of everybody that comes into business is not going to build, we want to make sure that we have something that's very lucrative for those people. 60% of all reps leave a company within 90 days. That is true, and 80% leave within a year. Now, this number has gone way, way up over the last few years too. And let me just tell you why that is. Most people, what happens is when they come in a company, if they're not making money right away, then they think they made a mistake. And then they're jumping out before they even have a chance to learn. Now, of course, we want you to stick and stay, but here's the thing too. We're going to teach you how you can make money right away so we want you to stay with us, okay? We don't want you going anywhere else, right? We want you to make this your home and be with us. So we want to make sure we change that stat too, because we don't want people to leave and have a sour taste in their mouth and say, never again, because I wasn't successful. So we are going to be striving to keep all of you, forever, like forever, guys. So, and then the problem is that most compensation plans don't lead to as much income as sellers hope. So it means they come in the program, they think they're going to make about $500 to help their family out a month, and majority of them don't. So we want to make sure we change that so that people can come in and make meaningful income right away, so they want to stick with us. All right. I'm not going to go over the core of the compensation program. We're going to get right into the plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with you guys with the social seller part of it. Now, a social seller, you guys, there's 3 different parts of our compensation program. You will determine what part you want to start at, okay? Everybody starts as a social seller, but what I mean is, what do you want to strive for to get to the next level, right? So a social seller, we're going to take a closer look at it. What they pretty much are is they're part-time sellers. They just want to share their love of the products, and that's pretty much it. They want to share it to their friends, their family, or anybody else they might meet on Facebook or social media, and they kind of want to just spread that love of that product, and that's pretty much it. And if they make income, great. They might want to make about $500 a month or less, right? So here is a way that they can make great income just by telling their friends, and they don't have to build a team if they don't want to. They have that choice there too. So a social seller moves up by selling product personally or through social sellers in their organization. So let me just tell you guys something. With our program, you do not have to recruit a soul. You can go to the highest in our compensation program, and you really, truly you never have to recruit a soul. You can have all customers if you want to do it that way. I will be honest, it's going to be faster if you have people that also want to build too, right? But what I'm saying is you can make great income just by having customers. So here's how the social seller earns money. This is what you can earn, okay? Number 1, you can earn up to 40% commissions on retail sales. And you also, when you recruit your friends, either as customers or they want to come in and do the same thing. They want to be social sellers and pros. When they buy from you personally, or they purchase to themselves as a customer, or as, like I said, a social seller, they actually, you're going to earn some income off them too. You potentially can. So how do commissions work? You guys, we have a point value. And the reason why all of our products have point values is because of the fact that we are going to be global. We have to have a point value. So because we're not going to be obviously in, like, let's say pounds in the UK, it's going to be different than here in the United States of what the dollar's worth, right? So here's how this works, you guys. All network marketing companies that are global, or direct sales companies that are going global, they all have point values. That's just how it goes. I will tell you the majority of the point values out there are normally about 50%. So that means that that point value, you actually only, so let's say you spent, like, we're going to use American dollars for a second. Let's say that you did $100 point value, and that actually in dollar value would cost you $200, because it's about a half a point, or half, 50 cents or $50 on 100, right? So about half is what it's worth, 50%. So I love that our point value, you get paid on about, if you're in the United States especially, it's like 90%, you guys. So our point value is 90%. So 90 cents on a dollar is really what you're getting point values for. So when you guys get point values, they're going to take that 90% is what you actually make your profits on. So that's called NRV, net retail volume. Like I said, majority of the companies out there, they say you make 50%, but it's really on their point value might be, let's say, a $100 item might be only worth 50 points. So you're really only making 50% on the 50 points. So then now you're making $25. I hope this makes sense to you guys. Our net retail volume is 90 cents on the dollar. That means that for 90 cents on every point, you're earning your 40%, up to 40% profit, okay? Exciting stuff there, guys. The other thing, and the reason why we have to have that net retail volume is because, of course, we have to pay globally. We can't just be catered to the United States only. It's got to be across the world, right? So the next one we're going to talk about is the retail difference. I am not going to go, I cannot say that word. My husband always picks on me. Differentiation. I cannot say it right. I know how to say it, and when I hear it, I know what you're talking about. Differential, I want to say a lot too, and my husband always picks on me, so you don't say it right. So I'm just going to say retail difference. How about that? Okay, so the retail difference, what I love about it is you guys have the option of getting also the retail difference of the people that you have in your organization. That is huge, you guys, because here's what the company is going to do. Some companies bank on, what they'll do is they'll say, okay, to make 40% of consumable product, let's start with that. It's unheard of. That is really, really, really good for a consumable product. Most consumable products, you're lucky if you make about 20 to 25%. Some companies will start you at 20 to 25%, and then as you go up in the brackets, meaning that you have to sell more, you can earn more, and then it's only for that month only. So like, let's say that, you know, like some companies will say, yeah, you can earn 40%, but you have to sell $5,000 this month to earn that 40%. And the companies, if they're banking that you're not going to hit that, because if you don't hit that, then guess what? That's more profit in their bucks, right? In their dollars, in their pockets. So what I love about our company is we will always pay out the 40% no matter what. And you'll see here how we're going to do that because of the retail difference. So that means anybody underneath you that, let's say they're let's say they're only at 20% right now starting, so just starting off, that means that the company is still going to pay off 40% of that product, you know, that's being sold. And we'll show you how that works. Okay, so let's just talk about, first of all, I don't know if it goes into individual, it doesn't. Okay, so let's talk about social selling, about how you guys can start with us as a pro. Which, by the way, I love our name as Pro because everybody used to call me Just Pro when I was in school because my main name was Probski. And so I think it's great. So I'm like, oh, pros, so fitting. Anyway, so when you guys all first come in, you can come in as a customer or of a pro, right? You guys will earn 20% commission off everything that you do. Now, here's a great thing with us. You guys will never, ever lose your rank. Yes, you heard me right. You will never lose your rank. Even if you like, there's nothing to be active. You don't have to be active every single month, nothing like that, or every 60 days or every 3 months, or we're going to race you away. We don't do that, you guys. It's free to join, and we also don't do that for you guys. So here's the thing. You guys, this is how you can earn up on the social selling side of it, right? So when you join, we instantly give you 20%. 20%. So if you go ahead and spend, you go buy your own products, you just purchase your own skincare products, let's say, you know what, you're going to earn 20% retail profit on that NRV. So the thing is, you guys, is that doesn't take, you don't have any set amount. It's just whatever, if you do less than 150 points, right, you're going to go ahead and you're going to earn 20% of that in profit. Now, the next step up is the personal volume is between 150 points and 499. When you hit that rank, now you're at 25%. Now, it will say that in order for you to get the difference, you can't really see that, you have to do 100 BV. Bonus volume. So just 100 for us in the United States, it's just $100 in sales, right? So here's the thing, you guys. When you guys, the only time you have to do something minimum like this is if you want the retail difference. And we're going to go over that in a second about what that looks like. That just means that if you don't have, let's say you don't have the 100 BV, that just means that the company is going to look for somebody that is active with that 100 BV to pay out that retail difference of the sales if you had somebody underneath you, okay? The next step is 30%. Now, M30. And that means that you had either personal sales between $500 and $999, or your personal group volume is 1,000. Your personal group volume, guys, is every customer or person that comes in and wants to be a pro too. Anybody underneath you that you placed underneath you, and they placed underneath them, and they placed underneath them, and they placed underneath them. When your personal group volume comes to 1,000, which, by the way, your sales count as part of this, you then can earn 30%. So it's one or the other. It doesn't have to be both. And again, it's 100 BV. Again, if you want to pay that, get that difference. And I'll go over that in a second, what that is. Sorry, my dogs are in here and they're wagging their tail. Okay, the next step up is personal volume of 1,000 to 1,249 or 2,500 personal group volume. Then you're going to be at 35%. The next one, the last one for social sellers is, this is where you guys all want to strive to be as quickly as you can, is personal volume between 1,250 and 1,499 or 4,000 in personal group volume, and you will hit the M40 position. Now, you guys, how we do our rankings is when you come in, it's semi-monthly. Every between, like, so the 1st to the 15th is considered one section of the month, right? And so let's say you came in during that time period and you sold $150 or 150 points, right? So let's say you did that in the first 2 weeks. Then what would happen is on the 15th, it would look at you and go, okay, did they earn a rank? When they earned a rank, it's going to go ahead and rank advance you for the last 2 weeks of the month and forever, right? Because you don't ever lose your rank. So that you'll always be at the 25% after that, right? Unless, let's say that you hit, you came in brand new, you hit like 150 points by, or let's say you hit the 500 points by the 15th of the month. We do the rank advancement, and then we look and we're like, oh, she's at 30% now. So now you're earning 30%, and then let's say by the end of that month, by the 1st again, like, so that's when the next rank advancement would be, you actually sold another, let's say your team did more too. And next thing, your team's at 2,500 personal group volume. So then next thing you know, you're actually at 35%. And then, you never lose that, guys. So when you hit a rank with us, you can not buy anything for months, or you can go and, maybe like, you're just like, I don't have time for it. I don't know. I know people come up with excuses all the time, but let's just say that you got busy and you're just like, I just don't need anything this month. Okay, that's fine. When you guys come in, if you're at 35% rank, you're always going to make that 35% rank. We're not going to take it away from you. Whew, okay, so the only qualifications you have in this is if you want to make the difference, the retail difference, then you do have to do at least 100 BV, bonus volume. You just have to do at least 100 if you want to get paid on that retail difference, which by the way is always paid weekly too, you're going to want to make sure you get your 100 points in right away. I'm going to try to teach our team to do it right away about the 1st of the month if they can. If they're new, of course, you're going to want to do it as soon as you have people underneath you for sure, so you can start making some income. Okay, now this is how the retail difference works, you guys. Like I said, most companies bank that you do not make your 40%, right? Because then that's more profits in their pocket, okay? Our company doesn't do that. What our company does is that it will pay out that 40% no matter what. So let's say Mary's down here. You see Mary, and then you see Sally, and then you say you, okay? So let's say that Mary is at 25% and she does 100 points in sales, okay? So what's going to happen is Mary is under Sally. Sally's at 30% rank. That's what she's at. So that means that what they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, let's say Mary did 100 points. I'm just using this as an example. So Mary's going to make 25 points, or 25% of that, right? So 25, I'm just for my head right now, about $25, right? So then the next thing you know is the company is going to roll up and it's going to go, okay, now we're still paying 40% of Mary's sales though. So Mary did 100 points in sales. So we're still going to pay out that 40%. So what we need to do is we need to go find out who to pay the rest of that to, because Mary's at 25%. So it's going to go up and it's going to go, oh, okay, Sally, she's at 30% and she's got her 100 points in. So she's ready to go, right? She's active where she can get the difference. So what's going to happen is she's at 30%. So the difference between Mary and Sally is 5%, right? So that means that the company is going to pay Sally 5% of Mary's personal sales. Then it's going to go, okay, wait a second though. Out of Mary's sales, we still have then 10% left, right? Because it's paying out 40% of Mary's sales. So what the company is going to do is going to go up and say, oh, we got to find somebody who's at 40% or 35%, right? And it's going to go, okay, well, yeah, so this person brought in Sally. So you brought in Sally. So now we have 10% left over of Mary's sales. We're going to pay this person the 10% because that's the difference between them. That's how that works, you guys. So let's use this as an example on this side. So we have Mary down here who just started herself. She just got started. She did 100 BV. So the next thing you know, Joe over here is the one who brought Mary in, and Joe is active with a 100-point order at least. So a BV. So what's going to happen is Mary's going to, so we're still going to pay 40% out of Mary's. So it's going to go up and look, and it's going to go, okay, Joe's at 35%. So that means that he can take 15% more of, and not take away from her because she didn't earn it, right? So 15% they're going to pay Joe because of the fact that he brought her in and he's active and he gets the difference. And then what's going to happen is it still has 5% left, guys, because it's paying out the 40% of Amy's sales. So what it's going to do is it's going to go look for that person that's higher than Joe, and it's going to go, oh, okay, this person's active and they're at 40%. So we're going to go ahead and pay you 5% of Amy's sales because Joe got 15% and you get the other 5%. And down here is kind of how they broke it down. So what happened, like again with Mary, she has $500 in NRV. So Mary got paid $125, okay? And then Sally, remember Sally was above her. Sally got paid, because Mary had $500 in sales, Sally got paid $25 because she was at 30%. And then you got paid, which I don't want to do it this way because it's kind of confusing. You get paid then you got paid the 10%, so you're actually going to get paid $50 just on Sally's order, or Mary's order, okay? So then the next one we're talking about is Amy has 500, so Amy gets paid the 20% of NRB. Sally gets paid 50. I don't know why they have Sally here because Sally's not even in her team, but Amy, so then Joe, and then it goes up to you. Okay, so that's kind of how the payouts go. But so you guys get that. So what it's going to do, literally, it's going to pay out the 40% no matter what. It just depends on who's active. It's going to keep searching for somebody to be active to pay that out, that difference. But the company will never pocket that 40%. That's huge, guys. That's huge. If you really think about it, the more customers you have that are in your organization, remember the majority of them, if they're especially if they're ordering for themselves, they're going to order, probably less than $100 or $150 a month, right? They might not order more than that. So you will always make, if you get to 40%, you will always make that 20% difference, always, in its residual income, which honestly 20% residual income is very, very high. Okay, next step, you guys. This is the influencer. We're going to look closer at this. An influencer is somebody that is a full-time builder. Like they really, really, really get it. They really, really want to help their network. They really, really, really wanted to share this opportunity we have, plus also the amazing products. That's where an influencer comes in. I love, love, love our comp plan for our building our teams. It's so exciting. And some of you are going to look at this and go, Jessica, it doesn't sound like it's going to go very, very big, but I'm telling you guys, it is huge. It's huge. This is such a great compensation program. So again, this is if you're really thinking seriously about building a business. You want a lot of part-time, but also full-time people in there. You love what you do. You love sharing the amazing products, the amazing opportunity. This is where you're going to want to strive for. Okay. So an influencer moves up by selling more product and building a team. It's plain and simple, guys. Now you're also, you're selling products. You're earning your Maelle, you're earning your retail commission, which of course is 40% when you're an influencer. But also you're going to get that difference. Remember we talked about the social sellers you get that too. So you're going to get them retail differences. But now you're building a team. So now you're actually going to be earning some extra things here, which we're going to talk about here. So one of the things that you're going to earn is what's called a generational bonus. Now, generational bonus, what it does is the generation is really pretty much considered like from you to another influencer, really what it comes down to, okay? So if you're an influencer one and you have let's say you have 10 people underneath you, like in a row underneath you. And then on that 10th person, that's an influencer, right? So then all these people in the middle of that would be considered generation 1. And then you got your generation 2 with another influencer, and then generation 3. So that's how our generations work, you guys. You earn 4% of adjusted wholesale volume. The reason, again, the adjusted wholesale volume, let me explain that, you guys. They have to pay you 40%, right? They're paying you 40%. So of course, the 4% is based on wholesale volume, guys, because they're already paid out the 40%. So they can't pay you 4% on retail, guys. The reason why they'll pay you 4% on retail is because they paid out already. Think about it. They've already paid out 40% of that. So That's why it's adjusted wholesale volume, just meaning that you take the volume out, you know, the 40%, and then what's left is what you're earning 4% on, okay? Still huge profits there, guys, okay? But it's because they're paying out. So everything they're paying out, you guys, right there, they're paying out over 44% right there alone. Okay, they're gonna pay it out in 3 generations. Now, the qualifications, you do have qualifications to earn this generational bonus, and that just means that you have to have at least 1,000 points in your personal group volume. That's it. And by the way, your own sales count. The other thing you can earn as an influencer is 100% check match. Now what happens is, as you get influencers below you, you actually start earning check matches, 100% check matches on people in your organization that are also influencers, and we'll show you how that works. This is the part that gets me so excited, you guys, because the qualification, guys, how you qualify to become an influencer 2, and an influencer 3, etc., is based on your gross check amount, you guys. Here's the thing that's great about that. It's from the previous calendar month, by the way. So when you hit something, we will know you hit it, and then the next month is when you become that influencer 1, 2, 3, etc. But here's what's exciting about it. So when someone tells you, hey, I'm an influencer too, you can know exactly what their minimum check's about, right? And that's exciting because we're not supposed to make income claims, but in our compensation program, it kind of does an income claim for you. So you know that the person's a level 2, let's say they're a level 2 influencer, then you know they're making about $1,250 gross minimum a month. That's what's exciting to me. I think that's awesome. So here's the check match bonus detail, okay? So like I told you guys had generations in your organizations, and the generations are based on influencers, okay? So let's say you have, let's say, like, I will use me example. I have one person that's direct to me. Actually, I have a couple, but let's just say I have one person direct to me, and she's an influencer, okay? I can use a portion of her leg to use for my personal group volume. Actually, I can use 400 points. But my point is, then let's say that she has underneath her, let's say 2 or 3 people down, now there's another influencer. Well, that would be considered generation 1, and then that second influencer down underneath her would be considered generation 2. And that's why I said I'm gonna get that board out and go more into detail in this so you guys can visualize it. But it's pretty self-explanatory, but just so you guys can strategize and you can figure out too. But here's the thing, you guys, we get paid 100% matching check on their 4% generations bonus. You guys got to hear that again. You get paid 100% check match on the 4% generation. Plus you get your own, right? 4% generation, okay? So let me just explain that a little bit more. You know that an influencer, their check gross is at least $500, right? So that means that if they're making $500, then guess what you're making? If they're making that 4%, if they're making, let's say they're making the whole $500 from their 4% generational bonus, then guess what happens? That means you are also making the $500 because if they're on your generation 1. If you're an influencer 2, you're making it off 2 generations. And then last but not least, if you're an influencer 3, you're making them off 3 generations. That means you'd have influencer 1, 2, or 3. Doesn't matter here. You'd have influencer 1, and then you'd go down and you have another influencer 1, 2, 3. That would be considered your generation 2. And you all the way down to there, you know, then you got all of them people down to the next influencer. That's considered your generation 3. Again, if you have any questions on that, I would love to answer it. Now, here's the highest qualification you guys ever have. As to get paid on commissions on your team like that and stuff with your 4% and your check matching, you do have to do 250 BV. You guys, that's nothing. The majority of the companies out there require at least 500 to 1,000. This is 250. It is not bad. And I personally feel that you should be, you know, you still should need to be doing the business yourself, right? So you're just not gonna step back and watch everybody work. You know, that's not how that works, you guys. We don't create cultures like that. So the thing is, you guys, is that, you know what, that's all that we're requiring you to do is 250 BV instead of the 100 BV. Now, if you do the 250, of course, you're gonna get your retail difference. You're also going to get your 4% generation bonuses. Plus, you're going to also get your check matching, which is really exciting. Now, again, here is the key when you become an influencer 1, 2, 3. The 100% check match, level 1, $500 prior month. That just means that you have to do the $500 prior month in order to get that check match. If you want the 2 generations, you just have to have at least $1,250 prior month. And then obviously the influencer 3 is $2,500. That is very, very exciting, guys, because if you think about it, if you have, let's say you have 5 influencer 1s direct to you, that would mean, let's say that they're making a minimum of $500 each. That would mean that you have, right there's $2,000 you're making just off their check matches, not including you're making your 4% generational bonus too. So hopefully everybody gets that, because I love that compensation program. I love this portion of it. And then this one's amazing. So you guys, this, a lot of you are going to want to strive for this right away. I'm telling you guys, you work ground floor. There's no excuse. You guys can all be here easily. You just have to really hone down and start recruiting and get your customers in and recruits in, because you do want recruits for this one, because of course you want to build a team, right? I'm not saying you can't do it with all customers, because you probably could, but it would just take you a little bit longer, right? So next, brand ambassador. I'm so excited to look at this one. So let's look closer to a brand ambassador. The brand ambassador is the elite leader, right? They have a passion for what they want to do, right? They have a passion for helping others be successful and building a huge empire. That's what the brand ambassadors are. And cannot wait to a lot of you move up to this, okay? So brand ambassador moves up by building an empire. So build and run a dedicated team of powerhouse sellers and team builders. It's true. You need a combination of both, guys. Rome wasn't built in a day, and you need everybody to be a part of this team. And that's how you're going to earn income as a brand ambassador. Okay. So here's how this works, you guys. This gets exciting. So you're going to keep the generational bonuses. You still get those. You're going to get the 100% check match bonuses like we just talked about. You are actually going to start getting a level 4, generational 4, 100% check match, which is so exciting. But then at the end, there is the coding bonus, which I am so excited. And I know some people are like, 1%, Jessica, how can you excite about 1%? You guys, that's to infinity. Well, actually, to your next brand ambassador. But that's still going to be a ton of income in there for you and your family to change your lives. So I'm telling you guys, it's really, really exciting. So we're going to go ahead and go through this and exactly what happens here. So as a brand ambassador, let's start with that. You, in order to get the brand ambassador, you need to be earning $5,000 your prior month off your 100% check matches. The 4%, if you want to look at that way, generational bonuses. So if you earn $5,000 or more, that's when you become a brand ambassador. So you guys will know when somebody says, hey, I'm a brand ambassador, you will know what their minimum income is. It's at least $5,000 a month, okay? So what's going to happen then is that they actually add another generation on. They get paid another generation of influencers. They'll get paid 100% check matching on them too. Now, they will also receive the influencer, the 4%, right, guys? They earn the 4 generations, though, of the 4% generational bonus. That's exciting, guys. They earn 4% all the way down. And then we're not going to go in the coding bonus yet. So now the next step after that, so that they get an extra, generation for check matching, plus they also get the 4% influencer still. They still get that. Now let's talk about the coding bonus. So exciting. Okay, so brand ambassador elite is your last one. This is where the elite are. And I know that each one of you have what it takes to become an elite. So the elites, that means that their prior month, they earned at least $5,000 on their 100% check match. And they also, their 4-generation coding bonus was at least $7,500 their prior month. So you guys, here's where it gets so exciting. So you're going to earn actually a 1%. Your 1% of adjusted wholesale volume until you reach another brand ambassador elite. Not brand ambassador elite. So somebody that's just the same as high as you, you're going to earn a 1% bonus off everybody until you hit another brand ambassador elite. But here is the thing, the coding bonus is paid through 4 generations of brand ambassadors, you guys. So brand ambassadors. So that means that all the way down 4 generations of brand ambassadors is what you're going to earn on that coding bonus. I know people are like 1%, Jessica, that's not much. It is, you guys. Like, you ever heard the penny story, right? Double a penny. Same concept of this, you guys. This could go, when you first start, this is going to be like infinity money. It really is. And then when you start getting more brand ambassadors, what do you think is going to happen to those coding bonuses? They're going to get bigger because you're going to have more brand ambassadors, which are then selling more, and then they're getting more people in. Do you get what I'm saying? It's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, the qualification, $7,500 gross check for the prior calendar month and having achieved that level of pay in one of the last 2 months. That means they are starting to make qualifications so you can't just do one and done. Okay, I'm just hitting it and I'm done, and then I'm gonna always make this coding bonus. No, we have to make sure you hit it for at least 2 months. So now these guys, you guys, these levels are leadership levels, okay? This is a coup de grace, obviously the best one. And I know you guys all have what it takes to hit that. Now, it does say that the qualifications for Brand Ambassador Elite is 500 bonus volume instead, which of course you guys are making a minimum of $7,500 alone. So I think you guys can handle that. All right, guys, there's a glossary right here. If you guys have any questions, like I said, you guys see that. I'm gonna do my video here. Stop share. So you guys see that board behind me. I do plan on going through the compensation program and breaking it down even more for you guys so it can feel more like you really what to achieve and what to go for. I will tell you guys that from day one, if you are a type of person that you do know how to sell the opportunity, of course I would say just drive to do the opportunity to everybody you can think of, right? But also don't forget your customers, you guys. Your customers are going to be your customers for life if you sign them up with you, right? Because they get that 20% discount forever. And on top of that, it was me, guess what? If I had to decide between, hey, I need another mascara, right? And let's say that I know that I get my own discount off my products and I buy them from Maelle, and they're safe and they're PETA certified and leave me money, and that they're all good products, right? And I know that I'm going to get a 20% discount if I order for myself. Or am I going to run to the drugstore and just buy something and not get a discount? Or go to a high-end store like Sephora or Ulta or anything like that? No, I probably will order for myself. And so that's the key of having a lot of customers. You know, you really truly want to have customers. And the thing is that's what I love about our compensation program is that you don't have to recruit a soul. You really don't, to make really great income. And on top of that, you guys, FTC is starting to crack down on people that do not have customers. And that's why I love that we are actually able to sign our customers up with us. So with that, guys, I hope that you guys got more understanding of the compensation program. And like I said, I will be in that I'll be bringing the 90s back and doing that board out in the back with you guys. So with that, guys, thank you for being on. I hope you guys have a blessed day. And I hope that you guys will sparkle on. Talk to you soon.